The final day of the Tirreno-Adriatico had it all. Destination San Benedetto del Tronto, one categorised climb along the way, and then of course multiple laps around the great finale city itself. Well, all eyes on of course Ayuso, but particularly those who would try and change some places, perhaps in the overall classification. Definitely Pipo Garner looked lively and even said before the day began that he had intentions on going stronger. Terozzi, likewise in the green jersey, would be a man to celebrate, I think, almost a victory lap for him. What about everybody else? Last chance for the sprinters, and every single day so far had had a different winner. Would that be the case today? Well, a breakaway on the final day, last chance saloon for somebody who was very, very brave, and that somebody, of course, was none other than Mathieu van der Poel. He went off with a band of 5 brothers, including Terozzi, who was kind of showboating, I think you might say, but the pace behind was absolutely relentless. And the reason was, there was a battle plan from Ineos Grenadiers. They wanted to deliver Pipo Garner to second place overall, courtesy of bonus seconds at the intermediate sprint. And what that did was, it killed off the breakaway. Even Van der Poel himself was busy blowing out the trumpets. So who would sound it? What would be the clarion call? They came to the intermediate sprint and, well, something magical was happening out there. Garner and Milan, his erstwhile teammate, worked together, giving Garner bonus seconds. Others, no bonus at all, just bruises at the end of the day. Yes, it was a hard game to play out there, certainly for the likes of Paul Magnier, who took a tumble. And so onto the circuit itself. That intermediate sprint starting to loom large in everybody's minds. How would it pan out? Well, Ayuso himself just had to finish the day. Pats on the back coming from the great and the good out there. You had to be very good on this day, and you had to kind of have a computer brain as well to work out all of the mathematics along the way. Milan himself relayed back in. Was it going to be a dangerous moment for him? He, of course, looking for Ciclamino points. That jersey carried, of course, by Tom Pidcock after his exploits during this great race. And so the intermediate sprint came. Garner got up there and superseded Tiberi, who was also in the frame. Tiberi getting 1 bonus second. Garner himself, with the help of Milan perhaps, getting the 3 bonus seconds. Milan picking up enough points to secure Ciclamino no matter the result. Well, some were having troubles. There was a little bit of chit-chat going on between Ayuso, who's now almost secured in blue, just had to come home cleanly on the day. And clean finishes, well, they can be hard to find in San Benedetto del Tronto. Some real pinch points out there and some corners that could shake. Well, all the jerseys would be, of course, awarded by the end of the day, but that was still that intermediate and indeed final sprint finish to be dealt with. And when the bell rang to say there was one more lap, all the sprint teams got themselves into colour order. The pinch points on the circuit were magnified in terms of their importance, I guess you might say. Koy was getting himself up and into position. Groenewegen had been out of position, was battling to get back on. And indeed, the drag race to the line was there for all to see. Spectacular this race has been. And indeed, on the switchback to the coastal road, some going wide, then the pinch, then the chicane, and then finally opening up for a look at the finale. Lined up was Milan, looked like he was having fun out there. Others were getting involved, and then a big crash, leaving Sam Bennett on one side of the road versus Milan on the other. They ground to the line. Milan took it by a wheel at the very last. Lots of bruises back there, and another spectacular day had been dealt. Milan taking it ahead of Bennett, Koy, Jake Stewart and Penaway. And there our podium. Ayuso the winner. Garner moving up because of that intermediate sprint into second place. And indeed Tiberi rounding out the podium. Milan in Ciclamino, edging Thomas Pidcock, who's been so reliable. And our king of the mountains, of course, Terozzi. Young rider, also our overall winner, Juan Ayuso. What an amazing race. And what a fabulous, fabulous 60th edition of the Tirreno-Adriatico.